Welcome back. It's about
people.
time for us to have a conversation
Yes, indeed.
with the delectable, the scintillating, the amazing Bimbo Ademoye. Now, she's a Nigerian actor. She, in 2018, was nominated for Best Actress in a Comedy TV Series at the Africa Magic Viewers' Choice Awards for her role in the film The Backup Wife. And she's been quite busy.
Yes, indeed. She's been very busy with movies like Girlfriends, The Family, Kamsi, Getting Over Him, and much more. And we have her with us today on the show.
Yeah,
Good morning, Bimbo.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey, good to have you here with us today. So we've got plenty of interesting stuff that I want to talk to you about. And I hope you're ready for us.
Yeah, most definitely. Let's do this.
All right. First of all, you look beautiful this morning.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed. I'll let you go first. You go.
Yes. So on set already, we've already been talking about that, your tiny waist.
Oh, wow.
We've been talking about your waist. We've been talking about how good you look every day. So you need to let us into
Thank
that
you.
secret. How come, okay, so what is your secret? How come you look this good all the time?
Makeup. I'm
Oh.
kidding. I don't know. I would say I put the effort into looking good so I don't get caught unfresh. But the tiny waist thing runs in the family. However, I waist train, to maintain it so that I would not take it away from me.
So do you think
I
it's going
look
to
at
work
my
for
mom.
me? I'm trying to get my tubby stomach a bit.
Absolutely. I will hook you up. I'm going to hook you up with my
Thank you,
waist
girl.
training company. Most definitely. I'm going to let you get it, if you know what I'm saying.
I need this hookup too, please.
No, you don't. You're
Not just
fine.
him. I need
You're
the
good,
hookup.
you're good.
What are you saying?
You'll be all right.
You see, like honestly, and I think it's created a lot of followership for you. The fitness routine and everything you do, apart from the acting. But how are you able to manage this pressure? The pressure of trying to always look good.
The attention.
I wouldn't call it pressure because sometimes I like it. But the attention that is. However, I work half the time, if not all the time, which my job involves makeup, looking good. So it's just like I'm just doing me every day, working
good.
and just looking
That's
good
good.
and getting paid to do it. That's the best part. So.
All right. Let's talk about your acting, Bimbo. Let's talk about your break-in role. Let's talk about The Backup Wife. You talked about your family in previous interviews, how supportive your father is, him taking you to
Yes.
auditions and all. How hard was it,
Yeah.
however, to break into such a big role? Was it for you?
You're talking about the entertainment industry in general, or that particular backup wife role?
Well, in general, and as you mentioned in your interview that was your break-in role, so that's why I'm
Right.
focusing on that one.
Okay. In general, I started auditioning in 2013, got my first break in 2016. However, those 2 to 3 years wasn't the best because nobody would want to put you as their lead or whatever because you don't have a face.
Okay.
However, I always say this, I'm sure you're used to hearing it by now, but Udraki's song, Hi Mommy, she gave me that platform, took the risk, put me in a movie, what's the name? It's about your husband. I played lead. People watched it, liked it, and since then it's been, on and on. And then she decided to give me the role, backup wife, which don't tell anybody, but that's the real me. I'm not so bougie and classy or whatever. I am from the hood, and that's how we talk in the hood. So it was like me being myself, and it worked, and people loved it. So yeah.
I want to follow up that question.
Yeah,
Let me follow up that question by asking about auditions that you were at as a beginner in the industry. Now, you had to go to these auditions physically, but these days auditions happen virtually. Some people think that it removes or takes away the nerves that come with being at an audition.
Yes.
And these are little nuances that directors or producers want to see. But now that it's missing, do you think it has any effect on the overall outcome of actors or actresses?
Well, it does, in the sense that there are some people who would rather you're in front of them to give you their best So it kind of affects them. So auditioning for a phone because of all this whole virtual situation kind of like takes away from them. However, I look at the brighter side. Someone like me, if I were to audition virtually, that means I get the chance to do it over and over again till I see that perfect video. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. That hopefully the audition is not on Zoom like this one where it's almost like it's live. So I feel like it kind of takes away from people's energy because either they're overdoing it or they're underdoing it because the actual person who's auditioning them is not really there to see it. So it's almost like a blessing and a curse at the same time.
Okay.
All right, so you know there's no way I can avoid this question. Who is that special man in your life right now? And, you know, the reason I'm asking this is because time, you know, the whole of 2020 cannot pass before you introduce us to him. You know, talk to us about him.
You got her off guard.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. She knew it was coming. You're too hot to be single. You're too hot to be single.
I'm not single actually, but
yeah. Good. Well, don't escape.
So tell us.
He's a pretty good guy.
Really? Pretty good guy? Okay, so how does he compliment you?
When I look at him, he reminds me of my dad. And you know how much I love my dad, so that's all you're going to be getting. Next question, please.
We figured.
Yeah. You know what? So since don't worry, we'll find out. And when we are able to have you back in the studio, you're going to tell us a lot more about this. But you know, when it comes to the industry, there've been a lot of allegations about producers, directors having undue advantage, taking undue advantage of female actors in the industry.
Right.
Could you talk to us about your experiences, if any?
Well, I had just one, luckily for me, before my mom, Udraki's son, came and took me under her wing. There was this particular producer who was talking about, oh, he was in love with me, blah, blah, blah. Tried to hide under the camouflage of, no, I'm not going to, because of this, say I will give you a role. You're talented anyways, but, you know, I'm so much in love with you, this, da, 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 da. And he just had a baby like 2 seconds ago.
Oh, wow.
That was making it his 5th child.
Wow.
So I'm like, okay, maybe I would just go and look for my business administration certificates because it wasn't encouraging at the time. But thankfully for me, Udraki's son came to the rescue and it's been nothing but bliss since then.
All right. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. But it didn't affect you psychologically? Talking about pushing on in the industry, it didn't make you want to say, no, I'm not doing this anymore?
It did make me go and look for, actually after that, I think I did a 9 to 5 for a short period because I just thought there was no hope. It did make me go dust out my certificate. I studied business administration, by the way. So it did affect me, but not for long, which I'm super thankful for. And it just feels sad because I know there's somebody else in my shoes who probably till today has not found a breakthrough because of that situation.
Wow.
So yes, it did affect me.
Wow.
Well, thank you very much,
Thanks
Bimbo.
for sharing.
It's great to have you here. Next time, I would like to have you in the studio, hopefully when all of this is over, the whole pandemic and everything.
Hopefully.
And please bring a couple of those waist trainers. I'd like to try some on.
Yes. Mine needs to be pink or purple, just so you know.
You got it. Pink,
All right,
purple,
All right,
pink
Bimbo.
it is.
Thank you very much.